LC oscillations. When a charged capacitor is connected in parallel to an inductor, voltage across the capacitor becomes equal to voltage across the inductor. That is, if VC is the voltage across the capacitor and VL is the voltage of the inductor, VC is equal to VL. What is VC? Voltage across the capacitor. That is Q by C if Q is the charge stored in the capacitor and C is the capacitance. What is VL? Voltage across the inductor. The induced voltage is minus L di by dt if di is the change in current during time dt. When VL equal to VC, minus L di by dt must be equal to Q by C. Or we know I equal to rate of change of charge, that is dq by dt, or di by dt, rate of current, is d square q by dt square, second derivative of charge. Substituting di by dt as d square q by dt square in this equation, minus L d square q by dt square equal to q by c, or d square q by dt square plus q by LC dividing throughout with L, we write this is equal to 0, or d square q by dt square plus q by LC is equal to 0. This equation resembles to the equation for SHM in mechanical oscillations, which is d square x by dt square plus omega square x equal to 0, where omega is the angular frequency of mechanical oscillations. Now look at this equation. If we compare these two equations, electrical oscillation will have an angular frequency omega equal to 1 by root of LC. This is the frequency with which LC oscillations takes place in this circuit. Let the capacitor be charged to Qm at t equal to 0 and connected to an inductor as shown in the diagram. The moment the circuit is completed, charge on the capacitor start decreasing, giving rise to a current in the circuit. Let Q and I be the charge and current in the circuit at time t. Initially, the capacitor is fully charged. The upper plate is positive and the lower plate is negative, so that an electric field is set up in between the plates of the capacitor, and the direction of the electric field is from positive plate to negative plate. When the capacitor is coming in circuit with an inductor, the charge in the capacitor flows through the circuit to the inductor, gradually charging the inductor. An EMF is induced in the inductor due to varying magnetic flux linked with the coil. Now the electrical energy is gradually converted as magnetic energy. Once the capacitor discharges completely, the complete electric field is converted as magnetic field. Now the inductor has charged to its maximum and it cannot produce any induced EMF further. What happens is the capacitor slowly charges but in the opposite direction. Initially, upper plate was positive, now the lower plate is positive and upper plate is negative. So the electric field reverses its direction. The magnetic energy is slowly converted as electrical energy, and with time passes, the entire magnetic energy is converted as electrical energy. This process repeats with time passes. Now look at these oscillations. It is almost similar to the mechanical oscillations. Initially, the spring is attached to a load. Now, due to oscillation, spring is coming back to its original position. So, restoring force increases. Here also you can see the restoring force has come to maximum. The spring is now, or the load is now in the mean position. From the mean position, the spring compresses. With the time, the compression increases to maximum. So the load has gone to the other extreme position. So like this, with the time passes, the oscillations will be produced in the LC circuit. Now, when the load is attached, it has got maximum potential energy, which is half Ka square, if A is the amplitude of oscillation. And kinetic energy is 0. Look at the electrical circuit. Electrical energy is maximum, which is Qm square by 2C. And magnetic energy is 0 here. In this case, potential energy is not equal to 0. Kinetic energy is also not equal to 0. So here also electrical energy and both magnetic energy are present. Both electrical energy and magnetic energy are present. In this situation, potential energy is completely 0, whereas kinetic energy is maximum at the mean position. Look at the electrical circuit. Electrical energy is completely 0 and magnetic energy is maximum. And in this diagram, potential energy is not equal to 0, kinetic energy is also not equal to 0, which means both electric field and magnetic field are present but in the opposite directions. Now, the inductor discharges through the capacitor. So, magnetic energy reverses its direction. And the last case, kinetic energy is completely 0 here. It has come to the extreme position. And potential energy is maximum in the opposite direction. Same way, in electrical circuit, complete magnetic energy is converted as electrical energy, and now the capacitor plates are charged in the opposite direction. Electric field is in the opposite direction, which has been explained throughout. At t equal to 0, switch is closed, the capacitor starts to discharge. As the current increases, it sets up a magnetic field in the inductor, and thereby some energy gets stored in the inductor in the form of magnetic energy. We know in an inductor, magnetic energy produced is half Li square, if L is the inductance and I is the current through it. As the current reaches its maximum value, at quarter portion of time interval, that is t by 4, all the energy is stored in the magnetic field UB equal to half Li max square. The maximum electrical energy is equal to maximum magnetic energy now. The capacitor now has no charge, and hence no energy. The current now starts charging the capacitor. This process continues till the capacitor is fully charged, that is at time t equal to t by 2. But it is charged with the polarity opposite to its initial state. The whole process just described will now repeat itself till the system reverts to its original state. Thus, the energy in the system oscillates between the capacitor and the inductor. The LC oscillation is similar to the mechanical oscillations of a block attached to a spring. The lower part of each figure depicts the corresponding stage of the mechanical system. That is the block which is attached to a spring. As noted earlier, for a block of mass m oscillating with a frequency omega naught, the equation is d square x by dt square plus omega naught square x equal to 0, where omega naught equal to root k by m and k is the spring constant. So x corresponds to q. In case of mechanical system, F is equal to ma, which is m into d square x by dt square. For the electrical system, E is equal to minus L di by dt, which is minus L d square q by dt square. Let it be equation number 2 and the first one is equation number 1. Comparing these two equations, we see that L is analogous to mass m. L is the measure of resistance to change in current. In case of LC circuit, omega naught equal to 1 by root of LC, and for mass on the spring, omega naught is root k by m, where k is the spring factor and m is the inertia factor. So from this, it is clear that 1 by c is analogous to k. The constant k equal to F by x is the force required to produce unit displacement, whereas 1 by c tell us the potential difference required to store a unit charge. So this way the oscillations takes place in the LC circuit. Thank you.